Okay, we're back again with another video. Second video of me trading, sim trading. The challenge is on. Officially 150 to $1,000 for a year. Now, it might not sound like a lot to you, but it is to me. I don't care. Um, I'm I'm doing this for me, but also for people out there who want, like I always say, some inspiration, encouragement. Just do it. So that's what we're here to do. Now, like I said in my last video, I said that there is a thing that I say um, before I actually start trading. Now, this video was not like the first one. Spoiler alert, we definitely got some losses in here, as you will see. And I'll explain those as we come. Also, this video, if you look to the right, is an hour long. It's an hour long worth of me trading. But of course, I'm not going to, it's not going to be an hour essentially. I want to speed up the parts, kind of fast forward the parts where I'm not really doing anything. I'm just looking at the chart. So, and also, excuse me, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's, I don't know. I might be getting sick or who knows. I think it's maybe just allergies. Maybe it's all the dust from the jobs that I work now. Who knows? But yeah, I might be sneezing, coughing a little bit. But we're gonna start here. This is what I say. And also, I recommend you to really. I got this from Mark Douglas. Trading in the zone. I advise you, or teach you, shall I say, to read that book on trading psychology. Again, that's Mark Douglas, Trading in the Zone. You, I'm not going to say that because then, I might get in trouble. But I was able to read the book without making a purchase of the actual book. Um, let that tell you what that tells you. Um, so we got here, or you can literally look up his YouTube videos of the seminar he did. It's like 6 hours. You can watch it. And it's basically everything that's in the book. But I watched the seminar and I read the book as well. And this is what I say before I start trading. To trade without fear or overconfidence. Perceive what the market is offering from its perspective. Stay completely focused in the now moment opportunity flow and spontaneously enter the zone. It is a strong, virtually unshakable belief and an uncertain outcome. So, you want to start. Usually, what I say when well, not usually, that is what I say every time I start trading. And you should find something to say too that'll get you. It just like primes your mind, you know. Um, yeah. So, and this is a way better set up video than the first video. As you can see, we got the level 2 market data, which shows buys and sells. I think it only shows limit order. So it's follow the actual mouse, not the crosshair. So this over here, where you see me circling, is of course price. And this is the depth of the orders, the size of the orders, at a certain, market uh, market point for a price, shall I say. And this is a spread. And this is kind of like showing like who's doing more, but it shows you in a bar graph essentially. So you kind of use this to see where orders are piling up at. either buy or sell order. This helps. I don't really pay attention to any of this up here, but really this and then where it's happening at and the size, because that'll let you know too. Of course, we got the cumulative delta and the volume. As you can see, I was going back and forth because I used the hourly chart to kind of give me a big glance of what's happening. Um, Now, nothing is really going to happen until the 10-minute mark. So I won't be talking at all. This part is really going to be fast forwarded after I stop speaking. It's kind of like my intro. It's giving me a chance to, give you an intro or whatever. Um, yeah, so that's about it. Uh, I'm getting into it. I'm checking kind of things out. And again, I trade MES. That's the S&P 500 with the micro version of it. Um, and yeah, yeah, nothing is being said at the beginning. Like nothing is being done. Really until about 10-minute mark where I start making my first trades. Oh, and I'm going up and down. Um, I'm on my sim account. Um, you'll be able to see my P&L later, which I'm pretty sure I came out negative on this day. That's okay. That's what we're doing. We're throwing everything. Wins, losses, ins, outs, and in betweens. So, and actually, I might have to change over to my desktop audio because AirPods are dying. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to switch over to the desktop audio speaker. Sorry about that. Come on, really. Okay, no, we're good. My right AirPod is dying. It's but we still good. All right. Yeah, this is all gonna be fast forwarded. Really, I guess I can fast forward it. Do 2 times speed. All right, so we coming up on the first trade. Now, you see this over here? This is my, I forgot what ATM means. Oh, automatic something. And where it's like it automatically sets up like your take profit point, your stop loss point. Um, and I had it at 1 to 3, but the market was moving so fast that my stop was getting hit before um before I was able to like move the stop up some. And that really kind of messed me up. Once this happened, stop, build. Again, I did it again. Stop, build. And then I was quick enough to move it. Stupid. Um, took this trade. This was going back in the fair value gap zone, and um, the volume was going down. So I took the trade, thinking that it was gonna go down. Which is really why I took the trade, and it was a big jump. And then right after that, the delta was small in the gap zone. So my target got hit. That was a successful trade, but I didn't start out my trading day like I wanted to, because those first 2 trades were essentially losses. I paid for those, um, and I had a good feeling that the market was going down, but I lost out on those first 2 because I didn't have my ATM strategy set up properly. So ATM stands for Advanced Trade Management. So it helps you automatically have a set target, a set stop, and of course the entry. Instead of just entering the trade and then you having to click um, like buy and sell. Because if you buy without no target, you know, it's just going to keep going. And then you have to sell essentially. So when you buy, to be able to take profit, you have to sell at that point. So you're buying and then it's going up and then you're selling, and then you're taking a profit. When you sell, it's going down, and to take a profit, um, you're basically buying at a lower price. You're buying at a lower price than what you got into the trade for. So, and your ATM helps you with that. Now, my second trade is not until. Oh, sorry, I didn't slow down the speed. But my second trade isn't until the 22-minute mark. So we're coming up on that shortly here, and I'll slow it down this time. I'm not gonna go back. I don't want to waste my video time. And I do go back and forth between the hourly and the minute chart. Um, so also there was big buy orders. Um, Again, these are buy orders, which, okay, so this side is showing you the buy orders down here, and this side is showing you the sell orders up here. Um, I believe in this next trade, no, not the first one, but the next one, this next one coming up, I, you see this 198, 6, 430, 25 in this range? There's a lot of buy orders waiting to basically get hit. And I'm pretty sure I went into a buy here. Well, let's see. I can't remember. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I went into a buy because I was thinking that the volume was flattening or going down. The delta was flattening a little bit. Um, and there was a big order at 6-4, I believe it's 6-4-3-0. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that reverse. Um, so I was gonna take a buy. I was feeling like buying, but I sold because it flipped. And I was not thinking like when you have these big spikes like this, that usually is a sign that it's not going to continue in that direction in maybe in the moment. Um, and I got mesmerized by that little jump and was not paying attention. Also, if you can see, I'm moving this is an idiotic move right here. I'm risking way more than what I'm actually gonna make. I'm up what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 30, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm up like 6 points right here. And I'm only making what, 4 points, maybe not even. So I'm risking way more. This is saying I'm willing to risk way more just to try to make this little bit. And because I was I was in this moment, I was thinking I knew what the market was gonna do. And it really subconsciously started from those two trades that I lost, even though they were mistakes. Those two first trades that I lost from not moving a stop loss, it got me in the mode. You see how it got me in the mode to now move my stop loss. I was afraid, essentially. So now that I'm telling you, the psychological is probably the biggest thing when it comes to trading. Like, there are people who trade that probably have master's degrees, and there are people who are dumb as a box of rocks. And I guarantee you, some of these people who are dumb as a box of rocks probably make way more money than people who you would think would be amazing at trading, who have these degrees. Stop filled. I was moving my stop, thinking the market was gonna go down because I thought I knew what the market was gonna do, and I kept moving the stop, and then I realized instantly that this is gonna go not in my favor. So I just left my stop. If you saw, I had my stop at a certain point and then I was about to move it up and then I just left it alone because I knew that it was just I was going to blow through. I was just going to keep moving it up. And it was because of those first two trades. So I'm telling y'all, be careful. Be aware of yourself. You have to be self-aware of how you're feeling, man, and what you're doing. Because this started it all. It was going up, it went all the way up here, and then it did a drastic drop, which made me think, oh, I got caught up in the hype. These big jumps like this, you cannot trust these big jumps. If you're, especially if you're going in the same, using that to go and do like maybe a momentum trade or directional trade or something like that. You cannot use that. So just beware. Be mindful of yourself. So we're gonna speed this up. We're gonna get into this third trade here. And also, I ended up taking too many trades. Um, I'm in here doing revenge trading because now I've lost, and these next trades, every single one of them, revenge trading because I lost. Now I'm like, oh no, um, I know I can, I know I can kind of predict where it's gonna go, what it's gonna do based on the data that I have and technical analysis and all this. So, and you cannot be like that. You have to realize in the moment what's happening. So, and I did it. I did it. That's also why I was trading for so long. It's ridiculous. Okay, order filled. I took this trade as a continuation of kind of what was going on here, the momentum. I placed my stop. I mean my target profit, take profit in the fair value gap zone. Um, Yeah, I just had a feeling this was going to. I didn't know what, again, I don't know what the market is doing, but in these trades specifically, they're revenge trades. So I was just like, yeah, it's gonna go, it's gonna, whatever I took the trade was, I'm really not. I didn't follow my saying at the beginning of the day. I definitely didn't. But I won out. I won that trade. Um, and I would also like to set my target take profits. Unless I'm doing trailing stops, I like to set my take profits at whole numbers. I don't know who I heard said it. Maybe I think it might have been someone from the Ninja Trader platform because I watch their live videos sometimes while I trade because they have traders on there trading as well. And I suggest you go watch them too. The actual Ninja Trader YouTube. And someone said like they set a lot of times these big companies, these big corporations set out for whole numbers to as like their liquidity zones essentially. So I usually or I try to or most of the time I set them at whole numbers. At whole numbers meaning like this 6444. No, not any increments like point 0.50, 0.75, 0.25 at a whole number. Also, look at this divergence. This divergence here with not the crosshair, but the mouse. There's a red candlestick on a green candlestick on the delta. And so, and now we're gonna speed it up. Yeah, I was just watching, looking for another trade setup. I don't think I take another trade until 57 minutes. So trying to speed it up here. Um, we in there. You gotta be patient, man. Not saying that, you know, trading is biblical, but you can approach it like at a biblical standpoint because you know a lot of what being Christ-like and believing and having faith is being patient, having hope without actually seeing what they're hoping for, and that essentially is like trading almost like patience. You're hoping that this goes in your direction, but not like a hope like, oh, I'm just winging it, I'm just guessing. No, you've done everything as far as you've looked at this thing has been hit as far as your strategy. This has been hit, this has been hit, this has been hit. Okay, this is telling me I can take this trade, you know? Um so let's read something from we'll go to we're gonna go to Romans chapter 8, verse 24. For we are saved by hope. But hope that is seen is not hope. For what a man seeth, why doth he yet hope for? But if we hope for that we see not, then do we with patience wait for it. You know? That's trading. Like, you don't know what it's gonna do. You don't know what's gonna happen. But you're hoping. And with that hope, because you can't see it already, because if you can already see what the market is going to do, you're not going to do the right things. Like you're gonna make like false judgment. If you just have patience and just let it go and just hope, and knowing that you don't really know what's going to happen, but you have faith, then this is like trading psychology. With the you'll be okay with the wins and the losses. Like when you take a loss, you'll be like, well, I'm still hopeful and I'm still gonna have patience instead of going in and thinking, oh, I already know where the market is gonna go, and then it doesn't go in your favor, and now you're taking trades that you're not supposed to be taking because you already have you already have you can already see what you hope for. You can already see it. It's like, man, okay, we're getting there. So let's do the fourth trade. Right, coming up on the fourth trade. Nothing. After I took that last trade, there was no movement. Basically, everything was essentially in this like consolidation zone. Even here on the Delta, it's the same. But if you can see, it's actually, if you were to draw a line, like you can see it's actually going down. Order failed. Sorry, I don't have the sound. I don't know. I guess I didn't have my desktop audio on. I should have stopped trading on this trade right here. My last trade that I took, I should have stopped trading, but I didn't. And I was trying to make wins back. Let's speed this up a little. Speed it up a little bit. I don't think I won this trade, or I might have. I can't remember. And this was me moving my stop, not in confidence, not in assurance because I took the trade because of signals. This was me moving my trade because I didn't want to get stopped out because I didn't want to lose. Like there's a difference. Sometimes I move my stop because the signal that I got into the trade and what they're showing me, and then there's this time where I'm moving the stop because I just don't want to get stopped out. I didn't want to lose the trade. I'm telling you, you got to be aware of this stuff. Now, if I do go on to win this trade, yes, that was a good move, but I'm telling you, you cannot get caught up just because something goes your way. You have to know why you did the move. It's like have you ever done something and you was like, "Phew, that worked out," but I sure didn't. I sure I didn't think that was gonna work out, but it just ended up working out. You end up thinking you did it. Like, oh, I was smart. Oh, I was like, no, you weren't. Because if you continue to do that, you're gonna think that you were smart. You were the reason why. And eventually that's gonna turn into a $5, $10 loss to $1,000, $10,000 loss. Because every time you go into something, when you start trading higher contract sizes, you're gonna be like, man, I'm smart. I know what I'm doing. Because when when I was trading smaller contract sizes, I was doing this and moving this, and you know what I'm saying. And I knew this was gonna happen. Okay, until you get that one trade that you in, where you traded 10 contracts and you're not on MES, you're on ES, or you're on NQ, where trading 10 contracts, I don't really know the numbers, but depending on how much money you got in your account and the order quantity, that's like That's a lot of money. It's like thousands of dollars. And you like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this. And then you end up losing 10 grand in a matter of minutes. So yes, I did move my stop, but I'm telling you, I did not move it because I was smart. I moved it because I didn't want to get stopped out. That was the only reason why. It wasn't because my signals were telling me anything. I literally took this trade as a momentum trade. Because the I took it because there was consolidation kind of, and the delta was kind of like slowing down in this diagonal, and I thought that this was going to be the point where everything was going to break. It's making lower highs, but from here to here it's higher lows. So not really kind of like sure on that, but that's literally why I took this trade. Not even reading my signal, kind of going off the hourly chart, but at the same time, it's like I just took it. Yeah. 3.5 points. Stop, filled. 3.5 point loss. I'm literally now down lower than I was when I started. If you can see, my take profit was one. I mean, my P&L was negative. The money in the account is at 145, and what is the talent from 150 to 1,000 before year end? I am now lower than when I started, and this is not even supposed to be in the video. This next part, and this next part is this is complete, strictly revenge trading, come all the way. Nothing less, nothing more. Straight revenge. That's all the trade is that's coming up next. Because I thought the market was going to go down, and I took another trade. I was actually going to stop the video at that loss, but then I said, you know what? Oh, I got to make my money back. I can't be down like lower than what I said, than what I put the start at. So I took another trade. Look at this. Again, risking, risking what? Like basically 4 or 5 points to only win what? um, to only win 3 points. I'm risking more. This is how you know this is bad. I'm willing to risk more just to try to get a win, just to try to get my account back even. Terrible. Terrible. I learned a lot from this video. That's for sure. And some of the most experienced traders do this. Look at this. Look at this. Terrible. Ooh, sorry about that. Gave you the disclaimer. Allergies is terrible today. This video today, this is an example of what not to do. Like an extreme what not to do. But the delta is actually still moving down. So I'm like kind of doing the right thing, but the motives behind it are not good. They're not good at all. And I can tell you, I was hot right here. When this did not keep going down, I was upset. I was hot. I said, man, come on, man. And that's how you know. I should have stopped trading a long time ago. Back here. Also, I didn't have any real setups. Like true setups based on how I trade. I didn't have it. They were not there. So I don't I shouldn't have. There were a couple trades in here that I should not have taken. And again, the beginning really messed my mental up. Just that easy to get me off track. We can fast forward the end. I was basically done at this point. I was like, man, whatever happens, I am done for the day after this. Completely wrecked. Like, I usually don't even trade this long. The only way I would trade this long usually is if like, I'm getting setup after setups after setups, but the day is looking really good. Like I was only trading this long because of binge trading, because my psyche wasn't right, because all these different things. I'm not focused. Um, and that's pretty much that. Target filled. Total P&L for the day, $18. I literally lost $18. Like negative ended with a negative P&L. Done. Straight done. So all that to say, you know, um, yeah, watch your psychology, man, because that is everything. And get a routine, get a saying, get something that gets you that primes your mind, and stay focused on that thing, and don't lose yourself when you're in the market because it's so easy. Like I'm not even trading real money yet, and I'm losing myself. Well, this day, like all because of something so small. So, man, and this is why I'm doing it to prepare myself to be able to trade larger amounts of money, bigger contract size. So, we'll be back with another video soon. I've already got the third trading video recorded. Just have to, talk over it, and I'll see you. Also, could be doing an update video. B Day is coming up in about um where's the calendar? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. B Day is literally coming up in 10 days. So that's probably when I'm gonna do my next update video. For the B Day, it's me, the man out there trading. Like, subscribe, share, do whatever they say on YouTube. Um, until then, out.